There's a town in the San Bernardino Mountains of Southern California called Silverwood. Perhaps I should say there was a town called Silverwood. Something is still there, but I'm not sure it's the same place anymore. You've probably never heard of Silverwood. It was a small town, something of a tourist destination for long weekend family vacations. Folks would go up there to stay in cabins that were less expensive than Big Bear or Lake Tahoe. Groups of middle-aged motorcyclists would swarm the town on Labor Day weekend for rallies. Some little privately owned campgrounds doing nice business with private lakes and those ubiquitous cast iron outdoor grills posted in the hard-packed, grassless earth. That sort of thing. Maybe, if you're from that part of the country, you remember Silverwood because of the fires. 3 years ago, Silverwood was almost wholly consumed by wildfires that started nearby during a dry, windy autumn. But most of the people living in Los Angeles or San Diego don't even remember that detail. Big wildfires happen every year in increasingly drought-stricken California, and year to year they start to fade into the background. You just hear about the acreage gone and see the impressive images of whole hillsides glowing like a volcano or something out of Lord of the Rings. You remember some news footage of helicopters dropping enormous buckets of water in a smoking brush and forest. You might notice some blackened swaths cutting through the golden fields of dry grass on road trips. But that's it. No one remembers where it started. No one remembers Silverwood. So no one remembers the murders. I'm going to play you a recording now. I received this tape a few months ago, anonymously. Show up in my office, no return address. It had a tape and a note that just said, Silverwood, 2013, in a font like it came from a typewriter. The tape was one of those little kinds that you use in a voice recorder, if you're old enough to remember those. Before everything was digital and clean and crisp. I had a small, minor adventure hunting around LA for something to play it on for the better part of an afternoon, and when I could finally listen, well, that's why any of this has happened at all. I'll warn you that the contents of the tapes are unsettling. It certainly shook my friend Neil, who runs the little curio and vintage shop where I found the tape player, and it certainly shook me. I'll be the first to admit, I can't 100% vouch for its authenticity, but I believe it's real. I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't. So, that's my official disclaimer. Listener discretion advised. Now, I'm going to play it for you. The Silverwood tape.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. No one could see it. No one believed me. Not anyone. Not you. Not her. No one. But now you believe me.
Carl, I see it. I see it now.
I know you do. How could you not, now that it's up there in the sky? Now it's in the wind, now it's in the stars, here, out of our dreams, but it's still in our head, it's still in our hands, now as the sparks from us.
Just stop breaking things, please. Just calm down and we can talk about what we see.
Stop breaking things. Stop breaking things! They are things, Katie! They're all just things! Don't you see that? It's keeping the light trapped. It's keeping our energy stuck here. We are all just things. Don't you see that? You said that you could see. Are you lying to me? Is that what this is? Of course you must be. Or else you would be able to see what I'm saying. We are all just things, Katie. You're just a thing. The things just that trap out the light, and we must be freed of these things. These things must be broken. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Good answer.
Yes, we see. Yes. Come on. You see, I can break things too.
Oh, you can't trick me. You're very smart. I know you're very smart and you're very kind, and I know you want me to calm down. You always want me to calm down. You always know how to make me happy. But Katie, you can't trick me. I can see it now. And even if you can't, that's okay. I'll show you. I will show you, and I will free you.
No. No. No, Cole, stop it! Stop, Cole, you're scaring me. Anyways, I'm terrified.
I will free you. I will free you, and I will free Joy, and we will all be rejoined in light, broken from its prison.
No!
Joy? Joy!
Come out and see your daddy, hurry.
That's it. That's where it ends. I think that's enough to think about for now. It was a lot for me to take in, to start thinking about. It was enough to keep me up at night, that night, and a lot of nights since. I didn't know about Silverwood before. The small town in the San Bernardino Mountains. But I do now. I know about the candy store that made frozen bananas and chocolate-covered cheesecake on a stick to order. I know about the swimming hole where teenagers would go to drink and get away from their families and lives like teenagers everywhere. I know about the electric company that kept the town alive for many years. And I know about the murders. And now you will too.